Have you ever imagined a mix of beautiful adventure in origami-looking fantasy world, an RPG where effectiveness, speed and combo strength of your character skills depends on your typing skills? Well, honestly, me neither. So it's not only just possible, but results in one of the most charming, original and somewhat addictive game I played this year. Welcome to Epistory, Typing Chronicles. Epistory is a mix of adventure when you found yourself in a fantasy paper world on the back of giant fox. You have no idea what you're doing here, lost in it and wandering around, opening new locations and new secrets. You're collecting shards of your own memory, building a storyline around yourself. But the most original part here is that absolutely everything is controlled by your typing. Be it in-game menu, obstacle blocking your way, a chest with treasures or hungry enemy, you'll see the words, typing which correctly will launch an attack, so your in-game progress is directly dependent on your typing skills. Experience gain depends on the very same. Each time you hit something, you have a decent time span to hit again to stack the experience bonus. So the more continuous typings you will make, the more experience you can get in the same situations. It also has classic RPG elements. For your actions, you receive upgrade points, which you can spend on plenty of combat and utility skills. Increase your speed passively, sprint, make more powerful combos, knock back your enemies, master 4 different elements, fire, spark, ice and wind for various elemental bonuses and crowd control. Epistory Walkthrough itself is literally a book that you're writing on fly. Everything you do has an impact on the world around you. It appears as writings on the earth and walls, voiced by the storyteller. While you're starting without any knowledge of what's happening, just a few minutes later you're getting into it, completely getting used to the shape of your protagonist. The deep, magical voice of female storyteller is just great. After some time, you are starting to realize that this voice became one of the reasons you are playing through storyline, just to hear it. Beautiful, semi-two-dimensional world with paper art style, vibrant and each time different looking levels, beautiful soundtrack are only adding to the charm of this game. And that's no matter if you are an MMO veteran and have insane typing skills or just a person who was intrigued by this game. Don't worry, in-game difficulty is adaptive, meaning that if you are typing slowly, it will give you more simple words, and if you are typing fast, you will have enough challenge to be satisfied and not get bored. There is also an arena mode, where you can control a fully developed hero with all skills learned, and your task is to survive as long as possible in endless waves of enemies, and your result you can share and see in global rating of all Epistory players. From the cons, I can probably name two. From time to time, just a bit clunky movement control system, but that's what you can easily get used to and it doesn't affect the combat, as in most of important battles, your hero is standing until the battle is complete. Second one is that variety of enemies in game could be, well, bigger. There are like only 5 or 6 enemy models in total, different mostly only in stats and element type. But this is more like what would make this game absolutely amazing than, oh no, it is a big problem. Because during the gameplay, you are actually not focusing on the enemy's visual appearance, you need to focus on typing. Besides definitely original and, I would say, addictive gameplay, this game will also improve your typing skills and vocabulary, dive into beautiful shaped storyline, listen to bewitching voice acting, and level up both the skills of your character and your own. That's just a one great combination. Due to unique gameplay, I thought that a direct, unedited demonstration of gameplay can finish the video better than myself. So thank you guys for watching, enjoy the gameplay showcase and see you in the next video. Scimitar Gaming here, signing out.
Once upon a time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. There was a girl. And she rode upon the back of a great fox. But they were lost. They had always been lost. Until a path appeared, and so she followed. Was the path leading her, or was she leading it? She didn't know. It was just there. All of a sudden, she knew where she was. She was home. The woods had sheltered her as a child. The path was blocked before her. The path stretched deeper into the forest. She remembered animals frolicking in the glades. She remembered planting flowers. She felt the woods begin to wake up around her. Who? Where? Why? What? She remembered exploring the twisted paths. The more she remembered, the stronger she felt. She remembered discovering precious stones. She dared not try to cross the fragile flows. This is not my muse. Dangers awaited beyond the forest. She had to be strong before she could leave. She remembered finding magical things in one place. She would have to burn the brambles before she could pass through them. Sensing a terrible wrongness, she looked up. And fire fell from the sky. Had a star died? Had the moon fallen? She didn't know, but she wasn't home anymore. chitinous, chattering creatures began to appear. Insectile things which sought to hurt her. With their scything claws and gnashing maws. They should not be here. Paintings began to look familiar to her. And there stood the meteor's heart. Braced herself for the final onslaught. Before long, the fires calmed, a stillness descended, and her heart danced a new beat.